So during this latest round of testing, 9.0 test iteration 3, I decided to do some more testing on the T-34-3 just because I was curious, and in between waiting for that to come out of a match, I decided to just run a quick game in my Wheezy 131. So as you can see, the T-3485 model in iteration 3 is slightly bugged. The track links appear fine in the garage, but as soon as you enter a battle, every second link is actually invisible. Apparently the mouse has the same problem, even though it was fine in the second iteration. I assume Wargaming on fixing this at the moment, but it just looks funny. Also, you can probably see the lighting has been redone on Airfield. It's been redone on a bunch of the maps to work with the new lighting engine. Obviously they were doing that in conjunction with the new textures and normal maps on a lot of the tanks. That's why the tracks look a lot more detailed now. They've actually amped up the normal mapping. I think they've redone some textures too, just as placeholders until the HD models are all in. So Airfield's not really a map I do very well in with my light tanks, but this match I kind of figured out my shit finally. Now you can see here I reverse in front of them accidentally. That is because if you look at my ping in the top left corner, it's up to 650, 700 in fact. What happened is when I entered the match my net was fine, had been fine for hours. I've been playing all night. And then as soon as I got into this match, it just took a dump, and as you can tell, 750 ping it's spiking at is not really playable. But I decided to make this replay 2 reasons. First of all, it was actually a halfway decent game. Second of all, PUBG's come out with many excuses why they don't perform up to par. Conspiracy theories about RNG, conspiracy theories about hacks. You know, oh well, you use gold, I don't, so on and so forth. One of the other excuses they like to use is, oh well, I'm lagging. Most pubbies seem to define any ping in the triple digits as lagging. So as you can see, I normally have to deal with about 250 ping to NA East. On test, I usually have about 330, 340. I can handle up to about 350. Past that, it starts getting very difficult, but you know, it's quite high. It's 700 ping is ridiculous. And yet here I am. Not only am I still spotting, doing my job as a light tank, but I'm also getting damage in. I'm still alive as well, even though I had a hiccup there where I accidentally reversed in front of the tank, because you've got to remember 700 ping, that's nearly a whole second of delay between me pushing a button and it happening. So I saw myself in cover. Sorry, I saw myself out of cover, so I pushed a button, and by the time I saw myself back in cover, I was actually back out on the other side. You know, it's just simple timing. Anyway, my ping does fluctuate a bit throughout the match. It dips back down to about 350, then it starts going up again. The point is basically, unless they are on dial-up, or there is something genuinely wrong with their internet like there was here, it's not an excuse. It's really not an excuse. If you're crying, oh, I've got lag because you have 100 ping and maybe a tiny bit of packet loss, get out. That's not an excuse. So you can see here, I didn't even notice the KV2 until right then, and I was like, oh shit, fucking KV2. Should have been dead many times already. But I managed to take him out and put myself up in a decent position to get some more damage out before the end of the game. You can see here again that auto-aim bug, which seems to have come with 9.0. I don't recall it being a thing in the game before, where as you auto-aim somebody in replays, certainly, I think even in gameplay, although I can't remember for sure, the reticle doesn't jump to their tank, it stays on the ground. Not sure what's caused it, not sure if Wargaming know about it. I should probably check the forums later, and if nobody's posted about it, I should do it, but it's a minor bug. They certainly know about the issue of auto-aim being lower on tanks, like the actual level it sits at is lower on the tank, and that's not a bug, that's intentional. I guess they're trying to make the game easy for all the shitters, so they want to automatically have them aiming at lower plates and hulls of medium tanks and things like that. It's kind of ridiculous. I think it's probably the worst game design decision they've made since they implemented the Waffenträger line. So I decided to go out in style. The match is won, it's test server, I don't care if my crew get experience or not, or if I get expensive repairs. But nice little 3-kill game. I think it was about 1800, 1900 damage. And I got some spotting, and I also figured out that if I'm quick off spawn, I can actually get into that position up in B6 behind the rock, and that way I'm screened from most of the enemy team. And all that with a choking internet connection. I would say that's not too bad.